Yesterday, I sat my Senior Leader Apprenticeship endpoint assessment, and once again, I experienced exactly what every apprentice experiences at the end of their journey: the nerves, the self-doubt, the overthinking, the exhaustion of preparation, and that awkward little voice of imposter syndrome that appears out of nowhere and whispers, "You're not ready for this." Huge credit to my endpoint assessor, Julie. She was fantastic throughout. She checked on my well-being, put me at ease, and made what could have been is a really intense process, feel as human as possible. But despite being a senior leader, despite having led apprenticeships for years, despite supporting hundreds of learners through EPA preparation, I still felt all of it, just like every other apprentice. This apprenticeship has become one of the longest in history, I'm sure, with life happening right in the middle. Third baby, role changes, organisation changes, lots of pressure, competing priorities, real life, personal circumstances, just like every other apprentice. So for the last few days, I did what I needed to do, what we advise every apprentice to do. I prepared, I rehearsed, I reread my portfolio project. I even used AI to challenge me and give me feedback. That was a bit of a revelation, to be fair, and certainly not something I've had in the past. But then I got into the room and realised, once again, something really important. No amount of preparation can fully prepare you for the reality, and particularly the emotional reality of being assessed on you. It wasn't quite what I expected. All I could do was my best, as always. But what it did prove to me is that I know more than I sometimes give myself credit for. I've actually achieved more than I sometimes allow myself to acknowledge. And even now, after finishing, I'm still replaying those answers over and over in my head, thinking about what I could have done better. That's probably the reality for lots of apprentices walking out of endpoint assessment. In fact, I know it is. This experience reminded me why empathy matters so much in education and leadership. We should never become so removed from the learner experience that we forget what pressure feels like. I've always advocated for lifelong learning, and yesterday reminded me that I will always be a lifelong learner too, whatever that education looks like, whatever that learning looks like. And honestly, and I've not commented on this before, but it's a real shame that the Senior Leadership Apprenticeship is no longer funded because the programme has been invaluable in my own development, reflection, resilience, and growth as a leader, as it has been to so many other people. Sometimes the people leading organisations still need reminding that they're always learning too. And this was a great opportunity for me to do that.